Sheikh Hatem, now somebody is in debt. He is eligible for the zakah. He's eligible for helping him via the mandatory charity and the voluntary charity, obviously. But can I pay him the interest which I collected unwillingly because I have to put my money in a bank and now there is an interest which I want to get rid of? I don't want to give it in a charity, but somebody who is in debt, can I give him the interest to settle his debt?
He can certainly give him the interest if he's not the person who's going to benefit from this money. If the one who earned that interest is not the one who will benefit from his money, or his household, or people who whom he needs to maintain his dependents, then he can give it to other people. It will not count as charity for him. It will count as a form of riddance, takhallus, riddance. He will get rewarded for this because it's the right thing to do, to get rid of this money, but he will not get rewarded for it as charity. And it will be halal for the person who will receive the money because the money itself does not get tainted. The money itself does not become in and of itself haram, but the means of acquisition would determine whether the money is halal for me or not. So if unless there is a stolen property or some property that's wrongfully seized from its owner, then this property itself has to go back to the owner. But if it is not, if the first acquisition was not through this act of theft or wrongful seizure, then the money itself does not get tainted. If I acquire it through interest and I give it to you, it's haram for me, halal for you.
So we're talking about whether the money itself is mutaqawwam or ghayr mutaqawwam, whether the money itself is prohibited because it was collected via theft. So the earning is haram and the money is haram. I don't have an access nor power to dispose it because it's not money. It's not mine. Nor is it considered as money. But due to the fact that we have certain people who are living in the West where there is no Islamic banking, they have to keep their money in the bank. And we told them, do not leave the interest, collect it, pay it to any Islamic organization, to the poor Muslims, to an orphanage, or towards da'wah purposes, but do not save it and leave it to them. So we mean that it is also permissible to assist the very needy and poor Muslims, even through settling their debt if they are overwhelmed with debt. Right? Jazakallahu khairan.